What's up out there, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to do something to my F-150 that I read the comments, in the description below. I read the comments that people will leave me, and I'm telling you, I love them. I really do. And a lot of the comments are great. I mean, I've gotten some, some constructive criticism out of some of the comments, and I don't take that as personal. I mean, hey, because I'm not perfect. So, like I said, I'm new at this video thing. I've been doing it now for about a year, but I'm not new at as far as dealing with cars, dealing with vehicles. Been doing that since I was 13, 14 years old with my father, and I'm now 63. Okay, so and I got a birthday coming up on Christmas. Okay, so Christmas is my birthday. I'll be 64. Hey, I'm proud to boast it. You know what? I don't care if I look old to you. That's fine. That's fine. I just feel blessed. It's blessed to still be here and be able to talk about it. Okay, so being alive is a great thing. All right. So one of the viewers had asked me about about the lights and the marker lights and stuff that I was putting on, and say, well, why don't you black them out? And I thought about it. I said, yeah, because they are kind of light, because my other lights are blacked out. My front headlights are blacked out. My the tail lights are blacked out. So, and they said, well, blacking out the marker lights. Never thought about it. I said, okay, well, yeah. Well, maybe that might be a good idea to black out the marker lights. So we take a look at the lights. We can see this great big bright orange light up here in the front. You can see how my headlights are blacked out. Now, the ones down here, I'm going to replace those with Morimoto smoked fog lights. I'm going to replace those with that. Now, the big bar light has to be bright. I got to see at night, y'all. I mean, I ain't got the best eyesight. You can see I do wear glasses. Now, I've already got this one taped off and ready to go. Okay, so what I used to take that off with, that was some old window tint stuff, and I basically cut around it. As you can see, I cut around the light itself, and I'm going to black that light out. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using to black this light out with. So the stuff I'm going to be using is the VHT nightshades. Okay, you can get this stuff at most auto places, most auto stores, and if you find it in the auto stores around the St. Louis area, it's going to be about 25 bucks a can for this stuff. I mean, I get it off of Amazon for, I believe it was like $18, $19. And now what I've done first is I cleaned this up real good. And what I cleaned it up with, I used some isopropyl alcohol. So this is what I use. I use this alcohol, it's isopropyl, 70% alcohol. Just something good to clean with. Okay, alcohol to me, like I say, it cleans and it dries immediately, and it works real good. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a real light coat over it. I'm only gonna do it. Well, I'm gonna do 2 coats, maybe do 2 coats, but I'm gonna see where my lights are gonna be and how dark they're gonna be. And these are LED lights I'm spraying over, so you should all right. That's the first coat. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit for about we're gonna let that sit for about 10 minutes. But as I sprayed that on, I'm gonna show you what I do. To give it the best adhesion as possible, I put a little heat on it. Okay? Put a little heat on it. Not a lot of heat because you don't want to start melting it. All right? Just a little bit of heat. And I got this on light heat. Just to get this lightly done up. Okay? And the thing about it, who knows, it might be to where I want it. Okay, so we'll come back in 15 minutes and we'll put another coat on. 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been 12 minutes and I've already tapped on it and it feels, it's dry. It's not even tacky anymore. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do one more coat. I mean, I don't want it to be too dark. I don't, but and after I do this other coat, we'll hit the lights and see where the lights stand at. Okay, so it's real light and even. Doesn't take much to do this little round ball. It really doesn't. But you want to make sure that you get around it pretty good. Like that and like that. Afterwards, so now y'all can see what they look like when they're on. Turn them off. That's off. Turn them back on. That's back on. So I don't think that's too dark. I think that's just about where I want that at. I'm thinking, I mean, what do you all think? I think it's just about exactly where I want these lights to be. Now, with the lights off, you can see them totally gone. So we got the driver's side done. All right, and we're working our way. We're over to the passenger side. I got it all taped up. Before spraying it, like I said, a little heat. Remember, a little heat. Always a little heat. Gotta have a little heat. Now, you want to make sure that you got the entire circle exposed, okay? So I push that down a little bit just to make sure I got the entire circle exposed, all right? Because if not, you're going to see spots where you didn't get after you finish. This is called QuickTop. Okay, so when I order, it's a QuickTop enamel. All right. Now, what it does, you put this over it afterwards, and it adds an enamel coat over it. Okay, a protective coat, kind of like it's like clear coat. It's what it is. It's like clear coat. All right. So, you know, I'll be spraying a little bit on the other ones, on the other sides as well, and some on the back. And I'm gonna do a test of a little bit of this stuff here up against the fender flares and see what it does. You know, I mean, if it's, you know, but I'll do it on the inside of it where you can't see it, where I can easily wipe it and clean it up. Okay, so a little bit more heat on this. Okay, now before this dries all the way up, just like I did the other side, I'm gonna take the plastic and the tape off. And the reason why, you know, I used to do a lot of painting. As a matter of fact, I used to do some painting. You know, I did some professional painting. And one thing, you know, when you mask off stuff and you paint it, you don't let that paint dry. You don't let it dry all the way up before you decide to take the masking tape off. Take it off before. And the reason why, if you don't take it off before, right around the sides of it, like, I don't know if you can see this right in here, if you get, you know, you'll have some paint that'll stick to that as well. So when you start to pull that off, it'll pull the paint off. So you want to get that off before. You want to pull it off while it's still tacky. You don't want it to dry all the way up. So if you're painting inside of your house or something like that, and you're using, you know, you use masking tape. If you use the masking tape, hey, make sure that you pull that tape and stuff off before, you know, before it dries. You do not want it to dry. There's some people that used to leave the tape on the next day. Come by and pull that stuff off after it's dried overnight. Whatever paint that's stuck to that and stuck to the tape, whatever, can pull your paint off of it. So, all right, let's turn the lights on. Now I came to get in the vehicle, so I can't really see it from here. I can see the other side, and you can see that side, okay? All right? Okay, so there the lights are lit up. All right? All right, there they are lit up. And I'll get back over here, and I'll turn them off for you, so you see what they look like when they're out, okay? That's them being out. And that's them being back on afterwards. All right. Now, one thing, I did the back already, so I didn't show you the process of it, but I've already done it. So I'm gonna take you back here and show you the back lights. And with the back lights, there they are on, there they are off. Okay. Let's take a look back here on the driver's side. There's the back lights. There they are on. Turn some light out around here. You can see that a little bit better, okay? And there they are off, okay? This is a project that took me, to be honest with you, less than an hour to do it, okay? It's a fast and easy project. You know, it's not that hard to do. Anybody can do it at home themselves. So with the VHT, the nightshades, and the VHT quick coat enamel, which is clear coat, the same thing. I mean, it's not a hard job to do. You know, you can black out your lights, and but I tell you one thing about this stuff, though. Okay, um, if you're not happy with it, you're gonna have hell getting it off. Okay, all right. This is not like plastic dip. Okay, this stuff is not like plastic dip. This stuff goes on, it goes on. All right. So I did my lights once in this my former tail lights I did them like this years ago, and this stuff, you know, if you try to take this stuff off, just make sure that if something you want to put it on, that you want to keep it on there. So anyway, hey, I hope this can help somebody out there, you know, that is planning on doing their own. Like I said, that, make sure that you got a little bit of heat, okay? You got a heat gun. That heat gun I got, I mean, yeah, seriously, you can go to Harbor Freight and get one. They had heat guns, those little Warrior heat guns on sale at Harbor Freight during Black Friday for $9.95. $10 for a heat gun. Not expensive, okay? So get you a heat gun. Unless you're doing this stuff professionally all the time, you know, that won't work. Get you something that's got a little bit more quality to it, you know, like a DeWalt or something like that. But other than that, cheap heat gun for the DIY person around, you know, you can easily, you know, use it. Just be careful touching that thing when you set it down. Give it a few minutes to cool off, especially around the tip where the heat comes out at, all right? So, all right, you like this video, please hit the like buttons, hit the subscribe buttons, the share buttons. Need to get those numbers up, y'all. I want to constantly bring you more videos. I want to bring you more content. I want to bring you some more entertainment, okay? Hit the notification bells. I need your help, all right, to keep doing this thing, all right? Anyway, I'm Tommy D's, Dig TV. We'll see you next time. Y'all have a wonderful day.